When my youngest child was in kindergarten, they wanted to sign up for dance classes. Well, I said, okay. I didn't ever expect to be a dance mom. I didn't particularly want to be a dance mom. Those women are crazy. I don't want to be one of them. Yet, I found myself on registration day at the dance studio, in line, with all the other dance moms. And I could hear them chatting around me, wondering who their daughter was going to get for ballet, or if they'd have a friend in class, or if their nanny could get their child to dance on time. Meanwhile, I was having some anxieties of my own. I wasn't sure I would even know how to sign my kid up for dance. These women in front of me, they looked so calm and carefree and sure of themselves. But I knew I was different from these moms. I was getting ready to sign up my son, Eli. I know, boys take dance class all the time. That wasn't the issue. The issue was that a few months earlier, our child had asked us to start calling them Allie when we were at home and had started wearing girls' clothes. My husband and I weren't sure what to make of it. Was this a phase, an experiment? Did we have a son who was eventually going to tell us they were gay? Which we were great with, by the way. A brunch buddy. Yes. We could talk about celebrity gossip and go shopping. He would bring home really cute, impeccably dressed boys on the holidays. A son that would not be lost to some cold-hearted, distant daughter-in-law. This was the dream. This was the dream. I may be a straight, cisgender, suburban housewife, but I grew up surrounded by gay people. I lived in Key West in the 80s. I went to musical theater camp for 4 years. I don't think they even let straight boys into musical theater camp. But as time went on, we realized the explanation of having a gay son, that might not be what was going on here. There was something beyond the Barbie dolls and the My Little Ponies that we were buying. There were the pink Disney princess light-up sneakers that we had to buy for soccer. Our kid looked like some Pride-themed strobe light running up and down the soccer field. But it wasn't just about playing with girls' things and wearing girls' clothes. It wasn't about looking like a girl, it was about being a girl. And from what I know about gay men, they don't want to be women, they just don't want to sleep with them. So here I am. It's my turn at the registration desk at the dance studio, and I think, ooh, I really did not think this through. Really should have thought this through. What am I going to tell the director of the dance studio? Oh, hey, you don't know me, but this is my kid, and we thought we had a gay son, but now we think we have a transgender daughter, and sometimes they wear boys' clothes, sometimes they wear girls' clothes. And I know in class they wear leotards here, and those don't really fit boy parts. And I know you have boys' classes, but that's not what we want. We want the girls' classes with the leotards that don't fit the boy parts. Well, somehow that did not seem like the explanation I needed to offer. Why did I not come up with a plan? I always have a plan. I'm type A. I make plans to make plans. Why would I have picked today to wing it? What if someone in the class figured it out and said something in front of all the other kids? Or worse, what if they said something in front of all the other dance moms? So I pulled myself together and offered a quiet explanation about our family and some of the confusion and issues that people associate with us. And I do mean I explained that quietly, because if those dance moms overheard, they would eat me alive. And after I gave my little elevator pitch, the dance studio director, she didn't give me a big old hug and an atta-girl that I kind of secretly hoped she might, but she wasn't horrified. So she slides the paperwork across the desk, and I fill it out and give her my credit card and think, yes, I did it, time to go. She points down a hallway to a door and says, you can head down there and buy all the things you need for dance class. Great. It's so convenient. So we head down the hall and open the door and take it all in, and it is a lot to take in. It is like the dance studio has been transformed into some sort of dance apparel super warehouse. It's like Costco for ballerinas and tap dancers. And it's wall-to-wall racks, floor-to-ceiling shelves. It's moms and kids, it's chaos. And I think, I really need to have a conversation about what my kid is gonna wear and what kind of challenges that might present. But I can't because this dance teacher's already whisked us off to a bench, and before I can turn around, she's got my kid in a pair of pink ballet slippers. And she's handing me a box in the right size and then asks what size tights we need. And all I can think are, how are we gonna fit boy parts in these teeny tiny little tights she's holding up? So very, very profoundly, I say, no, I don't think, I'm sorry, did you say tights? She thrusts a package of tights into my hand and says, oh, trust me, you're gonna need a pair of tights. And I think, oh, trust me, we're gonna need a lot more than that. And I'm starting to sweat, and I've got this package of dance tights in my hand and a pair of ballet shoes, and I'm being shoved over to this towering rack of the tiniest leotards I have ever seen. And the dance teacher pulls two off the rack and throws them onto my growing pile. I mean, and obviously the only logical solution was for me to throw everything on the floor and make a run for it. How was I gonna pull this off? But then I saw something, and it was my 5-year-old's beaming, smiling face. And I knew that I had to pull it off. And I don't just mean the dance uniform stuff. I mean all of it. So I'm standing there in this chaotic room. I've got my arms full of stuff I never thought I'd be buying. And I think, okay, we can do this. We can do this, and we can be okay. I'm gonna make this work. I am going to give my daughter a soft place to land. I am going to brave her battlefields. I'm going to fight her fights. I'm going to pave a path for her. I am going to make this work. And I look around the room one last time, and my eyes fall on yet another rack of clothes, and I think, great, more crap to buy. But then I realize it is a rack of dance skirts, which you wear over your leotard and over your tights, and it hides things. Holy shit, I am really gonna make this work. So I bought 2. And I'm so excited about these damn skirts, I don't even notice the director has walked over to me, and I'm so flustered when I see her, I start pulling stuff out of my bag and showing her everything I bought. And I get to the dance skirts, and I say, and look, I found dance skirts. And I got 2, and they cover. And then she smiles awkwardly and walks away. And I have one of those moments where you're kind of floating outside of your body, watching life happen in front of you. And I think I just pointed to my crotch in front of the owner of the dance studio. Oh my God. So I want to get out of there. I want to get out of there before I screw anything else up and before my kid gets kicked out of ballet. Because here I was worried that she was going to get kicked out for being transgender, but really it's because her mother's a lunatic. So we get outside, and I feel like this bag of dance apparel that I'm carrying is like a bag of money, and I have just robbed a Las Vegas casino. I've really gotten away with it. And I'm about to step off the sidewalk, and I hear the dance director call my name. And I think, oh, we were so close. Here it comes. She's going to dismiss us from class before it's even started. She's going to tell us we're too much, that we need to find another dance studio that can understand our unique needs. And she says, I have one question. I think really just one. She says, what name do you want us to use? What name do you want us to use? So I looked at my little ballerina and I said, well, and she said, Allie. I like them to call me Allie. In that moment on the sidewalk, was really a new birth for Allie. Because it wasn't just the moment where her new name was given life, it was a moment that gave new life to Allie. She's been living authentically as herself for the past 3 years. That dance studio has become her second home. She's there 5 days a week. She's there tonight. She dances on their competition team, and she is continuing to change the world around her. At her private, very conservative school in Marietta, Georgia, they have adopted a transgender inclusive policy for all students that might walk through their doors. Those kids will have access to the proper names, the proper pronouns, the proper dress code, and the proper bathrooms. She is the bravest person I know. She is the light of my life, and it has been an honor to share her story with you. Thank you.